Hey, you guys, as people come in and get settled, I just want to go over a few things about how this class is going to work. If you registered for this class online, you probably got an email with a sheet like this, okay? It's not necessary for going through this class, but if you're a note taker like I am, you probably want to be able to write a few things down. So go ahead and grab that. We won't use that until about halfway through the class when we start talking about individual oils, because a lot of the stuff that is on that sheet, we're going to go through just with the slides that we have going on. Those little circles, though, will definitely come in handy when you want to write about individual oils. Now, this is an interactive class, so at any point, if you want to unmute and ask a question, you can absolutely do that. I am recording it, so I'll be able to send whoever wasn't able to join us live, I'll be able to send the recording to them, so keep that in mind as well. And if you have any questions or comments or just want to say something, while my screen is shared, I can't see the chat screen at that point, and so I will be able to see those at the end of class, and I'll leave some time at the end to go over those questions and see if there's anything that I need to answer. Okay. Let me see. I think that's about everything. So why don't we get started? I want to make this class pretty quick and concise. And so, well, I mean, I know that you have things to do. It's 10 a.m. in the morning, and I know we all have a day to get to. So let me introduce myself. My name is Anna Chase. I'm going to be your host today. I work with doTERRA as a silver leader, which means I get to meet with women like you, help them find natural solutions for their health goals, and also stay at home with my family, which is actually a huge blessing for us because we homeschool our 4 kids. We did that before COVID, but now it's kind of the thing to do, right? We homeschool our 4 kids, and as of September, our family has entered the mission field. So we don't know if we're going to be leaving our home in Texas, but working with doTERRA has allowed us to work from home wherever that may be in the future. Yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna share my screen right now. It always takes me a couple of seconds to figure things out. Here we go. All right, so this class is called Essential Oils 101 because we're really gonna go over the bare bones of what you need to have a successful experience with your oils. So whether you're a first timer, who has never even cracked open a bottle of peppermint oil, or you've been using them for a while and just want a refresher, this will give you that foundation that you need to get going. And like I said, my name is Anna Chase. That's me in the bubble down there. Okay, so let's talk about 3 cool things about essential oils. I like to keep things to 3s because it's easier to remember that way, right? doTERRA oils, here, let's start with number 1. doTERRA oils are natural and safe. They are the pure oil distilled from the plant material with nothing added or taken away. The oils that you find on the shelves at most convenience stores or drugstores or Walmart, or I have some that I saw some at the feed store the other day. Those are not the same thing, and you might have gotten a different result with those. I can't say that those are 100% natural, and I can't say that they are absolutely safe, but we'll talk about that a little as we go on. doTERRA oils are something called, they created this label for their oils because they wanted people to know that they are certified pure therapeutic grade, okay? And what that means is they are certified pure, which means they have been tested and retested to make sure that there is nothing extra in there. So this little bottle of peppermint oil that you see right there, it is only peppermint oil. That's it. What's labeled on the bottle is actually what is in the bottle. Because essential oils are not considered a food or drug, they are not regulated by the Food and Drug Administration of the United States. And so labeling does not necessarily matter. So you really need to know the company that you're working with and what their standards are. So these have been certified pure. The peppermint is peppermint and only peppermint, okay? And it's complete peppermint. They haven't taken anything out of it. And then we have the therapeutic grade, which means when you want to use it for a result on your body or in your body, they have tested and retested the peppermint oil or any oil that you decide to use for the actual chemical constituents that are naturally occurring in the peppermint oil, the thing that actually works with your body to get the result you're looking for. If this was created in a lab to only give you the peppermint scent, then you wouldn't have that therapeutic quality of the peppermint, okay? If this was adulterated in some way, or maybe it wasn't grown where peppermint loves to grow, all right, our peppermint comes from Washington State in the United States. Peppermint loves to grow there. It's the most potent and most effective oil when it's grown in Washington State. And so you're getting the complete therapeutic qualities of the peppermint oil, which we'll go over in a little while, when you have doTERRA's oil. Now, if there happens to be a bad year and the peppermint plants are not as potent, or they just didn't get to the quality, they may be missing some, or they're just not as good as a previous year, doTERRA will not use that crop. Okay, so every once in a while when you're using doTERRA, you may run across something that just isn't in stock for a while. They'll say, you know, something's going on with the weather or whatever. They will not sell you a bottle of peppermint that doesn't work as well as the bottle of peppermint you bought last year, okay? They're very good at keeping a huge stock, so they do a good job with that. But I just want you to know, like when you're working with doTERRA, you're getting the highest quality of oils. Okay, I'm getting all these messages, sorry. Let's talk about the second thing. The second thing is they are affordable. Now, when I first started using essential oils, I have to admit to a certain degree of sticker shock, okay? Especially when you're talking about the more rare oils like frankincense. There is a certain degree of sticker shock. And the reason is because they are so potent and they use so much plant material to get one little bottle of oil. So here's our bottle of lavender oil right there. But what I didn't understand, and what, if you've been using bargain oils, this is something that'll be new for you also, is that because they're 100% pure, you don't need to use very much at all, okay? So every time you use your essential oils, you only need to use 1 or 2 drops. That's it. So your $20 bottle of lavender divided by 300 drops, that's just pennies. And that is, that's a huge relief to somebody. Your bottle of lavender will last you between 6 months to a year, depending on how you use it, because there's so many different ways to use it. You're going to save money on over-the-counter things that you don't have to purchase anymore, and you just don't use very much at a time. And there's even a way to use less than a drop at a time, but I'll show you that in a minute. And then they're just effective. The body responds to essential oils because they are from nature. Your body is made up of the same types of cells as the essential oils. They are fat soluble, and so they can pass through the cell membrane, which means they absorb right into the skin and they become part of your body's support system immediately. They also, to a large extent, work with many senses at once. So you're getting the therapeutic benefit of inhaling the oil and also topically if you're using it. And because your body it just works like a machine, the more parts you get engaged at once, the better result that you'll have. They work completely differently than man-made solutions. All right, so another set of 3 things to remember. There are 3 ways to use doTERRA essential oils. This is going to be real simple, guys. I know sometimes you feel overwhelmed when you're getting started with something new like this. Maybe your oils have sat on the shelf for a little while and you're like, I can't remember what these are for. Well, just think there's only 3 ways to use your oils, okay? So it's got to be one of those. Okay, so the first way to use your essential oils is aromatic. This is what most people start with because it's the simplest and it's also very, very effective. You're able to get the therapeutic benefits of your essential oils by just taking a breath, okay? So if you're gonna use your oils aromatically, 2 simple ways to do that. One is just to put a drop of oil in your hand. Rub your hands together and make yourself a human diffuser. Put your hands up to your mouth and inhale. Inhale deeply a couple of times. Keep your hands there. Take a deep breath. It will change how you feel, okay? There's a picture of wild orange right here. I heard someone say once that you can't hold a negative thought while inhaling wild orange. And I think they are right about that. It's a beautiful scent. Also, I have a different diffuser than what we're showing here, but the diffuser is a really good way to get a lot of essential oil into the air and be able to breathe that throughout the day, okay? It's a good way to cleanse the air as well, and it's a great way to support the respiratory system. So the way you use your diffuser is you choose an oil, okay? So there's Breathe right there. We're also gonna be talking about Breathe in a minute. There she is. All right, so when you're using your diffuser, you wanna use between 6 and 10 drops. If you have a smaller diffuser, try 6. If you're mixing several oils, do 2 or 3 of each, okay? If you have a bigger, this is kind of a larger diffuser, 10. You really don't need more than 10. If you can't smell it, add another drop or 2. If it's too strong, or you feel like you maybe are just wasting oil, try less and see if you get, see if it still smells good. See if you can still smell the oil. If you're dealing with some kind of congestion and you're using your oils for that, you can put, because this is not hot at all, it's just mist forced into the air. You can put your face right up to that mist and breathe it in and get all of that goodness right in there. Okay, let me put that back in my little lineup over here. I don't want to get things mixed up. I have a lot of oils to talk about. Okay, let's talk about the second way to use it. So first is aromatic. The second way is internal. Now, I need to tell you guys, don't use other brands of oil internally, okay? There may be 1 or 2 brands out there that are safe to do that with. But let me just show you the trick to this. Now, I said that the FDA doesn't monitor or regulate these oils, and that is true. But the ones that are safe for internal use, okay, they're gonna have a little box on the side, right? It's getting a reflection there, but it says supplemental facts, okay? These are considered a supplement, not a drug or a food. But that means that the FDA has deemed this safe for internal use, okay? So you don't have to worry about that. If your bottle of lemon oil came from Target, if it came from Whole Foods, if it came from Sprouts, it probably won't have that supplemental facts on the side, okay? Why? Either it's not pure or it hasn't been tested or something. Don't put it in your mouth, okay? Don't put it in your body. That is a really good way to know if it's okay for internal use. Now, a couple of our oils are not good for internal use because they may have an oil, just like plants in nature are not good for ingesting. Oils also are the same way. So if it is not good for internal use, you're not gonna see that little box on the side, okay? You're gonna see all the oils that are used, you're gonna see that it's certified pure therapeutic grade, but you're not gonna see that. So that's how you know. Very simple trick, okay? So a couple of ways that you might wanna use your oils internally. One super simple way is putting lemon or any other citrus oil in your water. I like to go real conservative with that. Some people use up to 1 drop per half cup. That seems like a lot to me. So I just use 1 drop of lemon, maybe 2 to like a whole 16 ounces, okay? That's a really good cleanser for the body. It helps start your digestion in the morning. If you're having a difficult time getting enough water during the day, you know, make yourself drink 16 ounces with a drop of lemon before your coffee. Do it again before your second cup of coffee, and then do it again with lunch. You know, that's gonna be, that's 6 cups of water right there. Really good for your digestion. And then we're showing frankincense right here, but another one that you can use internally, since we're not going to be talking about frankincense today, is peppermint. And a way you can do that is just put it right in your mouth, okay? It's a shocker, so bear with me. I like to touch the back of my tongue or right up there, the top of my mouth. Swallow a couple of times. Whew. You're going to get the benefit of it cleansing your breath, and it's going to go, anything that you take internally is going to go through your digestive system. So when you're talking about supporting your immune system, you want to be able to get those oils into your digestive system, and the way to do that is internally. Some of these oils do not taste good, okay? So for example, we have turmeric, we have copaiba, we have digestin, which are a part of this class. I don't like those. I don't like to have those in my mouth. So you can actually, get little empty gel caps. These are called veggie caps because they don't actually have gelatin in them, which is an animal product. But if I can hold this close enough, they're empty gel caps. You just open them up like that, put a couple of drops of your oil right there. Probably want to stick to 2 drops, because less oil more often is what your body can absorb the best. I just lost gel caps all over my bedroom floor. But that is a really good way to get your oils into your digestive system, and also internally take oils that you don't want to taste, all right? And those little gel caps are like, hold on, oh, I don't even have this on full, there we go. Those little gel caps are like $4.50 for that huge bottle. There's 160 caps in there, okay? And then we have topical use. There are some oils that you just want to stick to topical use. One of those is Deep Blue. This one's not for ingesting, and it's kind of a precious oil. So you wouldn't want to put it in your diffuser, okay? So once you get to kind of know your oils, you're gonna know which ones you wouldn't want to put in your diffuser, because you use more oil when you use a diffuser, right? So when you're gonna use an oil topically, the safest way and the best way to get the most benefit out of them is to use a carrier oil. The one that we sell at doTERRA, it's really affordable. You don't use very much at a time, so it lasts a really long time, but it's called fractionated coconut oil. That's natural coconut oil that has been separated from the part of the oil that makes it harden up in cold weather. So this is going to be, there's not anything added to it. It is natural coconut oil, but this is going to be liquid all the time. It's never going to harden up in your pantry or on your shelf. And so the way that you use an oil topically, if you just have this in your oil, you do a squirt of your fractionated coconut oil, and then you do 1 or 2 drops of your essential oil. Deep Blue is a great one for this because it's one of those that is just so good topically. It's a pain relief oil. You may think, so that's called diluting when you add a carrier oil to your oils. it doesn't actually lessen the effect of the oil. You're not making it less effective. What you're actually doing is making it more effective. Some oils are a little bit sensitive when they come in contact with your skin, so that's really good to have a carrier oil just to kind of, you're spreading out the amount of oil that's going across your skin, so it's not all in one place concentrated. So that's one reason you'd want to use it. And also, these oils are volatile compounds of the plant material. And so they are intended to immediately evaporate into the air. Well, if you put a direct drop of essential oil on your skin, it's going to evaporate and it won't give you the topical property that you're looking for. So if you weigh it down a little bit with a carrier oil like a coconut oil, it's going to stay in place longer, and that's going to give you more time for your body to absorb that and get the benefit that you're looking for. Another way to use oils topically is with a roller bottle, okay? Sometimes we call these roller balls, sometimes we call them roller bottles. That's what this is. doTERRA sells these also very affordable, just a couple bucks for a pack of several. So you unscrew the top. This one's already made, but you know, we use it a lot. This is one for like seasonal issues like sinus and sneezing, all that. You pop off the little roller top, okay? See that? And then you're gonna put a certain amount of oil in there. Now, I like to do anywhere between 5 drops and 20 drops for one this big, okay? If you're using it with small people, their bodies can't use as much as fast. And so you want less of the pure oil in a size like this for little guys. But if it's for me and it's something that I really want to feel right away, I'll do up to 20 drops in one of these. And then so after you put the essential oil in the bottom of the roller ball, then you just squirt the coconut oil right in there up to about right here, okay? That little shoulder right there. And put the top back on. When you're putting a roller bottle, a roller top back on your bottle, you wanna be careful not to push the ball into, with your force, and so just push on the outside. There are little tools that you can get from doTERRA also to help pry off the top and also push without putting pressure on that ball. But now, this is all pre-diluted with your coconut oil and it's ready to rub in. You can make a label for this, or what I like to do, these sheets of stickers are like 50 cents to $1. I haven't bought them for a while, but they're great because if you remember what those 3 stickers do, you can just put it right on. So I would put that right on my sinuses and be able to get a deeper breath, right? Okay. That's the 3 ways to use your essential oils. Pretty simple, right? All right, so since we're talking about improving our health, I can't leave out doTERRA's #1 product. The Lifelong Vitality line of supplements is doTERRA's actually, it sells better than any other essential oil because doTERRA understands that essential oils work better in a body that's well nourished. And nourishment is something that is increasingly difficult to achieve with today's food choices. Even if you eat a very clean diet, you may not be getting the amount of nutrition that your body needs. This is like a baseline of health. And so sometimes I feel a little weird because I'm not a supplement salesperson, but if you are dealing with just basic health concerns, or you're dealing with a whole gamut of health concerns, it may be a nutritional issue, and I would definitely suggest starting here. I have many clients that have had a surprising, overwhelming change in their how they feel. after starting the Lifelong Vitality supplements, and I'm one of those people as well. I actually had some pretty major health concerns. I thought I was going to have surgery. I thought I was going to have to be on emotional supporting medication for the rest of my life, and it turned out it was really just a nutritional deficiency that I had. So these are so complete, they absorb into your body. You don't get that bright green pea that you get when the supplements aren't absorbing. And so this is just, I just can't say enough about it. I could teach a whole class on this, so I'm going to go ahead and change the slide so I don't talk about it anymore. But let's go to the individual oils. I'm going to show you guys some must-have oils for your home. These actually are all part of something called, they just changed the name on me. It's called the Healthy Essential Kit. Okay, so I'm going to talk about 9 oils that come in our Healthy Essential Kit. Now, any kit that you get from doTERRA is going to have some of these oils because they're so good. And most of the people who use oils every day use a lot of these oils every single day. They're just really great to have in your cabinet when you need something, okay? So I'm gonna unshare for a second and talk to you face to face. Okay, let's get going. The first one is called, nope, hold on, let me, okay, that's as good as I can get. Adaptive, okay? Adaptive is from our line of calming, mood stabilizing oils called Adaptive. They are really great for if you have anxious thoughts, if you can't relax because your mind is just going too hard, if you are having trouble getting back kind of into society after this whole COVID thing, if you find yourself a feeling of panic or feeling of overwhelm, Adaptive is really great for that. This wasn't part of any kit until recently when it became one of the top oils that doTERRA started selling because it's a pretty new thing. Adaptive is a blend, and just listen to some of the oils that are in this. Wild orange, lavender, copaiba, spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, neroli, and sweet gum. It smells amazing. It smells like when you open up your whole oil box and you just kind of get that soothing feeling from that. It smells absolutely amazing. So the way that I use this, I use it a couple ways, and there are actually a lot of ways to use these oils that I won't be talking about today, but I want you to get a feel for how I use them pretty regularly so that you can start using them the same way. Once you get a result, once you see what they can do, you're going to want to know what else they can do, and I can help you find that out too. Okay, so Adaptive. I usually put just a drop undiluted behind my ears. Okay, and then I also put it on my wrists, especially if we're talking about like a social situation that I don't feel comfortable with, or if I have to drive a long way, or if I know I have to drive in traffic. This is when I would use Adaptive. You can also use it aromatically, and I like to put it in my car diffuser because that's when I feel the most stressed out. So Adaptive is great for, where's the front? Great for stressful situations or anxious feelings. Okay, number 2, we're gonna go fast if I can help it. I'm gonna try not to talk too much about each one. Okay, Breathe. Breathe is one that I use topically and aromatically. I like to put Breathe in the diffuser. It helps for it helps with snoring. It helps just get a deeper breath. Most of the issues that we're dealing with as far as our health goes, maybe all of the issues, could be improved with increased circulation because oxygen is so healing to the body. And so if you're getting more oxygen into your system, you're gonna heal faster, no matter what, right? So when you go outside and get a deep breath of fresh air, that's gonna help. When you put Breathe in your diffuser, you're gonna be able to breathe deeper and pump more oxygen through your blood, okay? I also like to use Breathe topically. If somebody's dealing with a lot of congestion, they just can't quite, it's not breaking up easily, or they just can't quite get that deep breath. I like to use it with kids, and in that case, I would put a little coconut oil, put a little Breathe on them, and just give them a back rub, okay? Or put it right on their chest. It's like it's like a safer version of the Vicks Vapor Rub. Vicks Vapor Rub actually has some unsafe things in it. And so this is a totally natural way to give them that same feeling without putting those chemicals on them. Breathe is another blend of many oils that work together to help the respiratory system. And that it includes laurel, eucalyptus. You guys know how good eucalyptus is for breathing. Peppermint, tea tree oil, lemon, cardamom, and Ravinsara, which is a really potent mentholated oil. Okay, so that's breathe. I'm gonna put them over here when I'm done with them so I don't tell you the same one twice. Okay, balance. Before adaptive came out, balance was my #1 favorite oil. Balance is, it's a grounding oil. It's actually called the grounding blend. So the way I use balance is before I start my day, when I need to, take a deep breath, get centered and ready for my day. I like to pop my shoes off, rub a little balance into my feet. You can use coconut oil with that, put my shoes back on. When you put oils on your feet topically, you actually are communicating with the rest of your body because your feet have individual nerve endings that correspond with the entire rest of your body. So putting them on your feet, when you don't know where to put it on your feet, okay? Balance is great for that. If I, just like adaptive, if I feel stressed out, overwhelmed, if I feel like I need a minute, and with everybody living and working in the house 24/7 now, sometimes I need a minute more than once a day. And so you can actually go into the bathroom, put a couple drops of balance into your hand and make yourself a nice human diffuser. If you feel like your whole family needs a minute, put some balance in the actual diffuser and turn it on for a while and tell everybody to chill out, okay? Copaiba. Copaiba is one of those oils that just makes all the other oils work better, okay? It works with your nervous system. It works with just your sense of calm, okay? Copaiba comes from the copaiba tree, and it is it's a resin. So it's like, it's like the sap hardens and then it's distilled and we come up with copaiba oil. What they discovered when they were doing tests about why people feel so calm and relaxed after using copaiba, or why it actually helps with discomfort and joint swelling and things like that, is that it actually communicates with that same part of the brain, stick with me here, that same part of your brain that CBD oils communicates with, okay? I think it's called the cannabinoid receptors. The copaiba speaks to that part of the brain and says, settle down, calm down, okay? It's great for inflammation, so if you have aches and pains, rub a little copaiba into that. I know some moms who use copaiba because it's so gentle, and it has nothing to do with the hemp plant, okay? It just works the same way. It's so gentle and so mild that moms actually put it either on the jawline outside of baby's mouth, or sometimes they rub it right into the gums when they're teething, and it makes a huge difference in your baby's comfort. Okay, Deep Blue is another one that really helps with aches and pains. This one is one that you can feel immediately. Some people are a little sensitive to it because it has things like peppermint in it, but this is one that you only really use topically. So it has wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, ylang ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy, German chamomile, and osmanthus. All of those oils work together to reduce inflammation, help things just calm down a little bit, and also soothe pain. You're gonna put that directly on wherever it hurts. So if it's your lower back, if it's your neck when you woke up wrong. One time recently, I hurt myself stretching before I even got out of bed. What in the world? My neck was sore for 3 days after that. But it helped to put a little copaiba and a little deep blue, add some coconut oil, and rub that into your neck several times a day. Oils are absorbed very quickly through your body, and it takes about 20 minutes for them to be completely used up. So you're going to want to use less oil more often. So just a drop or two every 20 or 30 minutes if it's an intense thing, or just as needed if it's not so intense. All right, here's another one, Digest Zen. I was a super skeptic when it came to essential oils. I'm not one of those people who I consider crunchy or all natural, or I wasn't until I tried Digest Zen. Digest Zen is for the digestive system. So if you've got any kind of upset, you're going to want to use Digest Zen. You can use it internally, like I was talking about with the little capsules. It's great that way also. You can put a little in a glass of water and drink it straight. I probably want to use less water in that case because the taste isn't great. The oils that are in this blend are, oh, I don't have the list right here. Yeah, here they are. Sorry. Aniseed, peppermint, ginger, caraway, coriander, tarragon, and fennel. So it definitely has that black licorice, fennel, aniseed flavor, but those are the ones that are really, really effective for helping you feel better in your tummy, okay? So this one changed my mind about natural methods because the over-the-counter stuff, wasn't working. I had found out recently that the one that I like to use to kind of stop things up is actually very, very, very dangerous when used over an amount of time. Essential oils aren't like that. So I said, well, why not just try something natural? Even though I was very skeptical, you can use Digest Zen topically on the outside of your tummy, okay, wherever it hurts. So if you're feeling uncomfortable way up here because you ate something spicy, you can rub it right here and it actually helps. Or you can rub it down lower on your abdomen if your intestines are working overtime. One of the reasons it works so well is because fennel is a natural antispasmodic, okay? So that means your belly muscles are doing this, okay? You know what that feels like. And it actually helps calm them down so that you can get through your day, okay? This one changed my life. That's all I have to say. You need it. You don't need it every day, but you're gonna need it, okay? Lavender. We all really know a lot of uses for lavender because lavender, at least a laboratory-made version of lavender is present in a ton of different products, okay? From baby products to sleep aids. A lot of those are laboratory-made, and so they aren't the complete lavender oil. You're not getting the complete version of it, and it doesn't smell the same. If you have tried lavender products and you didn't like the smell, I would encourage you, it smells so nice, to try doTERRA's lavender because it's pure, it's the real thing. Lavender, besides the obvious things, so it helps get you to sleep, it helps calm you down, helps you chill out a little bit. We've also got a lot of oils for that. What lavender also does is it's really good for two surprise uses. It's a natural antihistamine, so you can put it in your blend of, gosh, that light is so bright, there it is. You can put it in your blend of seasonal helpers, okay? But it's also really good for burns. So if you put lavender topically on a place where you touched a hot pan too fast before you realized you didn't have an oven mitt on, I hope I'm not the only one who does that, then a drop of lavender without diluting it, a drop of lavender will actually help draw it out. So as it evaporates, it's actually going to help draw out some of that heat in the burn. I don't really understand how it works. If you got a decent burn, I would suggest combining copaiba and lavender and putting those on topically. Okay, lemon. We already talked a little bit about using lemon in your water internally. That's a great use. That's probably what we use lemon for most often. It's also a cleanser. It's very cleansing. So it's going to clean out your insides when you take it internally. It's also going to cleanse the air when you put it in your diffuser, and it also can cleanse your countertops, okay? So we're all very concerned about germs and keeping these things clean, but a lot of our cleaners are actually hurting us more than they're helping us because they're tearing down our gut biome, and they are depleting our immune system when we need our immune system the most. So if you use something natural that's just as effective, but it won't tear down your immune system, that's just better all the way around. It smells amazing. It smells just like if you peel back a lemon and that mist that comes in the air, that is the essential oil from the lemon peel. Lemon and other citrus oils are actually distilled differently than all the other things. The other things are steam distilled. Lemon and orange and lime, those are all cold pressed. And so that mist that you get when you peel open an orange or a lemon or a lime is the exact essential oil that they're putting in that bottle, okay? Except that it came from Italy instead of California, and it's the best lemon you can buy. And then the last one is peppermint. Peppermint is a great cooler if you're dealing with hot flashes or like a tension headache or something. Peppermint's going to be great for that. I like to put, it is a little bit, it's a little bit too cold for me. It's considered a hot oil because it's a little sensitive. So I do like to dilute it quite a bit. So I'll put some diluted peppermint oil on the back of my neck. If I feel overheated, if I have a headache, sometimes I'll put it right up at the top of my my hairline here. You might want to put some on your wrist if you're just like getting that power surge, you know, put it on your wrist. It's going to help heat, it's going to help cool you down really fast. Another great use for peppermint is fresh breath in the morning. So keep a bottle next to your bed. Just put a little dab on your tongue if you've got somebody to smooch on first thing in the morning. And then some people like to use peppermint for when they get an occasional headache. I personally, I must get a different kind of headache than some people, but if you do like how peppermint works for headaches, put it right here on your temples. Now, be very careful not to get it in your eyes, okay? You never want to put oils in your eyes, nose, or ear canal. And the reason for your eyes and those other places is the soft tissue, those mucous membranes. You will just regret it, okay? It's not going to blind you if you just if you just rubbed your eye, but yeah, you're going to want to get some coconut oil, put it all over your hand and just kind of rub wherever it is. If it's too intense, add coconut oil. Water is actually going to make it feel more intense. So you're going to want to dilute it with oil because oil absorbs and dissolves itself. Okay. That's it. That's all 9 of the oils that I think every home needs. These are the oils that we use almost daily. I don't use every single one of them daily, but I definitely use at least half of them daily with myself and my family. Especially those mood helpers like balance, adaptive, lavender. All right, I'm gonna go back to sharing my screen because I want to tell you guys how to get these oils if you don't already have them, okay? Okay. Now with doTERRA, they want you to have as many options as you need because different people have different needs, okay? So the first way you can purchase doTERRA oils is retail. You can go to my website. It is my.doterra.com/AnnaChase1, and I'll send that link in the email after this class is over. But I got to tell you, retail is the most expensive. Now, you don't have to have a membership. So you're not a member of anything if you're purchasing retail. But it's also not going to save your credit card information. You're going to have to start from scratch every time you do it. And it costs 25% more. And that's just the base. A lot of times it's even more than 25%. So that's retail. But if you have a need for that, by all means purchase that way. Most people in my business do not. They go ahead and go for wholesale or below wholesale, which are the two next choices. Now, you can purchase any of the oils that we talked about separately for 25% off if you get a membership. The membership is $35. It lasts for 1 year, and you get 25% off of everything that you purchase for the rest of that year. The great thing about doTERRA memberships is that you are not required to purchase more than one product per year in order to keep wholesale status. So you do not have to sell oils. It's not like a wholesaler thing. You don't have to, you're not even called a seller, okay? You don't have to purchase a minimum order. You don't have to purchase monthly. It's just, if you want to purchase your oils, it's going to be 25% off. And that $35 is just kind of like buying yourself a Costco membership or something. You're just buying access. It's a pass to the lower price, okay? And it makes up for itself very fast, sometimes in your first order. And then the third option is to start your oil journey below wholesale. And what that means is that there are a couple of starter kits where you don't even have to pay the $35 membership fee. They're just automatic, so you will be a member without paying the fee, and you just buy one of the prefab kits. The great thing about these kits is that they are the oils that you're going to use more often anyway. So you're not getting a kit full of oils that are just going to sit on the shelf. One of the kits is exactly the 9 oils that we talked about today. And that is the Healthy Essentials Kit. So as you can see here, it comes with Adaptive, Copaiba, Breathe, Lemon, Lavender, Peppermint, Digestin, Deep Blue, Balance, On Guard, and a Petal Diffuser. Petal Diffuser is shaped a little bit differently than the one I have right here, but it is, you use it exactly the same way. So you put about 10 drops of whatever oil you want to use in that diffuser, and then fill it up to the little line, the little red dot in there, and then turn it on. It starts immediately. It doesn't heat up or anything. And the way that this is priced out is not only is your membership free, but that doTERRA diffuser, that Petal diffuser, is also free with this kit. So, and these are full-size bottles. These are not trial size bottles. So you're going to be able to get a lot of use out of this kit. As far as the price goes, I think this is around $250, but I'll send you the link in that. And then the second one is this Healthy Habits Kit. Now, we didn't talk about everything in this kit, but if you're looking for a baseline of health, this includes those supplements that have been just life-changing for so many people in my business. The Lifelong Vitality, there's actually 2 other digestive supplements in there. It has Deep Blue Rub, which is the lotion version of the Deep Blue oil, wonderful. And then the oils that it includes are lemon, On Guard, lavender, frankincense, and balance. We talked about most of those. Frankincense is it works kind of like Copaiba, although it's a little more expensive typically. So this is a good way to get some frankincense. And then the other one that we didn't talk about is On Guard, which is great for your immune health. It's a good immune supporter. Is that everything in that kit? Yeah, and if I'm correct on this one, I think this one's about $195. And again, it includes your $35 membership fee. So that's amazing. All right, so as you get started, there are 3 types of people, and we can talk about this a little bit later down the line, but some people just want to get their oils and use them. And doTERRA makes that possible, okay? All you have to do, all you do is get your membership, buy your oils when you feel like having them, and just live it. Some people are, they want to share them and they want to get their products paid for. If that's more of what you're thinking, you can let me know about that. Personally, if I'm starting something new, I like for it to pay for itself. So that was kind of where I started also. And then some people are looking for a way to build and earn an income, as well as really helping people out. And if that's something you're looking for, I would love to help you get started there too. But the way we'll find that out is when you get your oils, so you're gonna choose one of the kits, or you're gonna build your own kit with the $35 membership. And then you're going to get your oils. I just want you to reach out to me. When the class is over, hold on. Once your oils come in, we can get together and talk about how to use them, how we're going to open them up and smell them together, because a lot of times people get overwhelmed when they first get their oils, and I don't want you to feel like that. When you use my links, that means you are not only benefiting my family and helping me build my business, and I'm very grateful for that, but what you're also doing is you're saying, I want you to be my oil lady, and you're getting access to me. So we're going to get together, if you want to, spend 30 minutes going over your oils one more time, seeing how they fit into what your health goals are. And then we'll talk a little bit more about what you really want from doTERRA, okay? If you just want to be a customer, or if you want something more from that. And then I do like to send my new customers a little goodie bag. I usually put some samples or some deep blue rub in there. I'll send you a little roller bottle, all kinds of good stuff. There's shampoo, whatever samples I have on hand, I'll make you a little goodie bag. And I also have some just handouts to give you that will help getting started a little bit easier, okay? The Wild Abundant Life Facebook group is the one that I started and that my team helps run. And I have an Instagram feed also called Wild Abundant Life. Those are yours to peruse and ask questions whenever you have them once you're on my team. So when you use the link, you're not just benefiting me, but you're saying, I also want access to what you guys have, okay? Listen. Thank you so much for being here and investing some of your day this way. If you have questions, you can either reply to this email. If you're watching this on a video, you can put them below in the comments section, or however it is that you're watching this. I just want to say I'm just really happy to have you here today, and I love meeting with you guys this way. I love talking about these oils. They've made a huge difference in my family's life, in my family's health, just in the functionality of our bodies day to day. They really have, and I wouldn't have known that was possible 2 years ago. So thanks, y'all. It was really great spending this time with you. I hope to hear from you soon.